Canon will be announcing 4 lenses tonight, but there's been some confusion over which models. Will we get the 200 to 500 mm f4? And will we get 2 versions of the 70 to 200 mm power zoom? Well, I've got a list of everything to be announced, the specifications and the pricing. But before we get to the details, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, helps this channel grow, and keeps you up to date on the latest camera coverage. First, let's cover off the Canon RF 200 to 500 mm, the f4 L-series image stabilized USM. This lens, well, there's been a lot of confusion as to when it's coming out and the specifications. On October the 28th, Canon rumors indicated that we could get some kind of variation of the RF 200 to 500 mm f4, though they did indicate that they're receiving contradictory information. And one of our sources said that the RF 200 to 500 mm won't ship until Q1 of 2025. And with all the dates being, how shall we say, fluid in 2024 with the R5 Mark II, the R1 changing dates several times, one thing I can confirm is that we're not going to get the Canon RF 200 to 500 mm announced tonight in any variation and any super telephoto lens. And just to interrupt myself here a little bit here, you might notice I already have smart pre-order links in the description down below, these guys right here, for Adorama and B&H. Because there's so many different products on Canon's apologies for not shipping page, you might want to go ahead and copy these down, put them in your browser, and then once we click over to midnight, that's when the embargo should be lifted. So if you're looking at purchasing any of the lenses that are going to be announced tonight, and as I talk about them, I'm going to change them in the description or I'm going to change them on the screen. By copying these down, putting them in your browser and pressing refresh, it's going to save you anywhere from 5 to 35 seconds. It's simply going to get you into the queue ahead of anybody else. And as for disclosure, if you purchase these using my affiliate links or my pre-order links, then I get a small commission back from Adorama or B&H, which is what keeps the lights on. So if you use those links, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. But now let's turn our attention to the other lenses to be announced. We've got pricing and the specs. So let's talk about what we are getting. The most expensive lens being announced tonight is the RF 70 to 200 mm. It's got an f2.8 aperture. It's an L-series image stabilized USM lens. And in black, it's going to set you back. And you know what? I think I nailed the price here, forecasting it. In my previous video, the price, any guesses? $29.99. So I was bang on with that price. I didn't think it could be much less than that. I thought it could potentially go higher, but I did specify $29.99. However, Canon rumors did say that we would get 2 SKUs of this, but according to my source, which has provided me with pricing information, says, at least at this point, there isn't 2 variations. There isn't a version of the 70 to 200 that's getting the white paint treatment. So, interesting, right? So at this point, I only have 1 SKU for the 70 to 200 mm f2.8. The price is $29.99. But now let's turn our attention to the lenses that Canon indicated in their tweet. The 24 mm, like the 35 mm, has an f1.4. It's an L series, and it has a voice coil motor. And if you recall, I said the price is probably going to be right around the same price as the 35 mm f1.4 VCM. And the price for the 24 mm, you're going to be happy to know that the price isn't higher. It's actually $14.99. But the 50 mm, the f1.4, also an L series and also having a voice coil motor, VCM, it has a different price. Can you guess what the price is going to be for this lens? And don't look upset. We're not going to go high. Remember, I said the highest price for a lens was the 70 to 200 mm at $29.99, the 24 mm, $14.99, and the 50 mm f1.4 L VCM, $13.99. And that leaves us with just 1 lens left. And that's the RFS 7.8 mm f4 dual lens for 3D capture. And when it comes to the 7.8 mm, this is one where I got the forecast really, really wrong. This happens to be our cheapest lens. I was thinking it was going to be an RF L series lens, but it's not. It's an RFS 7.8 mm, and the retail price is going to be $449. And again, it works with a Canon EOS R7. You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little bit out of breath. I just ran home. I used to work for an orange juice factory, and I just got canned. Apparently they said I couldn't concentrate, which is the reason they put the squeeze on me. But all seriousness aside, apparently, I do have a live stream tonight because the announcement date and time is October the 30th, but it's midnight tonight. Midnight tonight, Eastern Daylight Time. We're still Eastern Daylight Time. So 1 hour before that, at 11 p.m. tonight, Toronto and New York time, I'm going to have a live stream to welcome in these new lenses. I'll have my expert panel where we'll talk about these, who it's designed for. Are they really video-focused lenses, or are they offering photographers something as well? So stick around at 11 o'clock. I think, yes, I already do have this scheduled, so you can see this if you look at, but just look for this thumbnail, and the title of the video, the live stream, is called Big Canon Announcement. So I hope to see you on the live stream tonight. I'll probably be a little bit tired because it's an absolute crazy day. I got to rush upstairs and edit this, hopefully get this out to you within the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for using my affiliate links and pre-order links. For those of you that can, it's very much appreciated. And if you can't use these links, you're not in the United States or Canada, well then please reach out to your local camera store because they can certainly appreciate your business. And a big thanks to Patrick at Downtown Camera. Guys, he just sent me a message today telling me that those batteries that I've been waiting for to be able to put in the cooling grip that I purchased, I've only got one battery that came with the camera. 3 more batteries will ship out tomorrow. I finally will have my batteries. I bet you anything, Murphy's Law though, they'll ship out. I won't be home. I'll get a notice on the door and I'll have to wait another day for it. But anyhow, finally, before Profusion next week, I'll have my batteries. Anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. Have yourself a good night, and don't forget the live stream coming up in just a few hours. Cheers. Bye-bye now.